Morning all. Well, today we are in Liverpool. Bad accent, sorry. And I have 3 inspections to do on bodies and 3 bin lift inspections to do. So it's a nice miserable wet day, as we always expect it to be this time of year. Anyway, first one's a CPD Titan body with a XLS body on it and a Terberg Omnidel lift. That's my first one. All 3 of them have CPD Titan bodies on, and they're all the XLS body. So yeah, nice little job for this morning, that. And then this afternoon I've got an air service to do on site, and there's another job that I looked at yesterday. If I get a chance, I'm going to call back and just check that, make sure that's right, because I'm passing site. It's good to my last job, so we'll probably call in there, just make sure that truck's alright. I'll give him a ring anyway, make sure it's alright. We had a regen fault on it, so hopefully it should be fine now, fingers crossed. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll crack on. I finish tomorrow for Christmas, which is grand, and then I'm off till New Year. Yeah, I'm on call Boxing Day and New Year's Day, I think. So yeah, too bad, nice and steady that. So that'll do for me, and yeah, right, let's get on with it.
Try and get grip, but it don't make sense, cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need that.
Right then, so on that footage there, they see me just doing the quick inspection on it. So basically what I did to start with, test all the buttons, make sure the e-stop works, and then same again on this side, test all the buttons, make sure the e-stop works again at the bottom, yeah? So, and then what you just said I'd done was put a couple of bins on it as well, checked it worked with the bins in auto, and then also check on this button is your shake button, so you put it to the left, the bin shakes once, put it to the right, the bin shakes twice. So that's all working fine. You can see I put the curtains up out of the way and made sure that bin catcher bar went up when it went in and out of trade. And the reason why I put them up there as well is for I do a body inspection, I can check these bearings on the packer here, there's no play in them, the packer there's no play in it, and everything's alright at that. And then also what I dropped the rave switch down, the rave plate down, made sure the rave switch turned off, and then what happens then is the packer has to go into auto run, which basically means when you press the cycle button, it will automatically cycle. You drop the rave down, it won't automatically cycle. You have to keep your finger on the button to make it do a cycle. So that's why I did that as well, yeah? So that is pretty much a very quick explanation of bin lift inspection. There's obviously a lot more goes into it than that. And then also, you'd have noticed, I lifted the chair up, both chairs, and I got my tape measure and measured that gap here. Now that clamp gap cannot be any more than 23mm, that clamp gap there. So, and that should hopefully stop the bins from coming off. And then also what I did, I checked this proxy switch here. You see how the lights up at the bottom there? And what happens is, when you put your bin to it, the sensor here sees the bin's on, it lifts, and then that secondary striker comes down, and then it'll continue up. If that secondary striker don't come down, the chair will go up, and then drop back down again, because it knows it's not got a bin on, or the bin's not on correctly, yeah? And then this chair here, also did the same again, measured that, checked that, proxy switch, check the secondary striker, and then check that these springs here are all good as well, because them springs are prone for breaking, which would then mean if them springs broke, that striker would just flop about and could potentially sit in that position. So as soon as somebody walked up to it, it will go up. So that, in a nutshell, is a Terberg Omnidel inspection. I have noticed on it, you know, don't even noticed on the camera or not, but I've got all of the chair like that. As you can see, the slight play in that bush there, the slight play in that bush there as well, which is nothing I'm too concerned about at the minute. And then we've got some play in these bushes here as well, which possibly potentially take out with grease, potentially might not take out with grease. However, what we'll do, we'll note it down the inspection sheet, and then we'll either order the parts for it and get it done, come back and do it, or we'll order the parts for it and it will be done on its MOT. So yeah, right, I'm going to get on now, get my grease gun, get all this lot greased up, get the paperwork filled out for it, and then what we'll do then, we'll start on the body. So the other thing with these Terbergs, it's single point greasing, so you have a grease nipple there, the same on the other side. And what you see is these pipes running around, which are grease pipes, which take the grease to all the different places, yeah? So dead easy to grease as well. So what we'll do now, we'll grease it, make sure everything is receiving grease. If it's not receiving grease, we'll then start taking them out, put a nipple in, grease it individually. That's the best way of doing it. Right, so body inspection. I already know these e-stops works, I've already tried them. So, excuse me, what we do now is a press cycle, the packer starts up, press the e-stop, and then this yellow button here is the emergency rescue button. So basically what happens now, if I press that, the truck should rev up and the packer should go back up to the top. So let's have a look. Press that. That's going up to the top. E-stop's just reset now. Press it again. Packer works. So basically what's happening there, when you press, you see that proxy switch there now lit up? So what happens when it cycles and goes back to the top, it hits that proxy switch, it flags it, and the packer comes back down. However, if I press the escape button, or the emergency yellow button, you'll see the packer goes way past that then. So as you can see now, the packer's gone up past that sensor, which means it's for escape. So if anybody's trapped in there or anything's trapped, pull the packer that bit further up to rescue it out. Now we have one of these yellow buttons on each side of the truck, yeah? It doesn't need the e-stop to be pressed, it'll operate anyway. So I've already tested all the e-stops, we know they work. I've tested all them buttons, I know they all work. So now what we need to do, the other part of the e-stop we need to check is the side maintenance door. Now when that door opens, everything should stop. So what we'll do, I'll set it going, and then we'll go and try opening the side door, yeah? And then hopefully everything will stop. If not, we'll have to look like it doesn't. So packer's now running. When I open this side door, it should stop. There we are. The operation has now stopped, nothing's working. Here the alarm's going off. Service unit open. So that's a must. That must switch off and it must stop like that. Yeah? So, and now what we'll do, we'll set the packer going, we'll watch the bearings in the packer and make sure there's no play in them and everything's alright, the sweep blade's alright, all the rest of it. And then once I've done that, I'll grease it, open tailgate, check the tailgate seal, check the safety body props, then jump in the back, oil everything, check the ram, everything else, check the kit ejects, you know, all the rest of it. If that's right, jobs are good in. Check the hopper flow, stuff like that, make sure there's no cracks in it. But I'm just going to show you one problem with this job, because I've already opened the hopper to get the water out of the body, then when I climb in the back I'm not knee deep in water. This is an issue that we have sometimes. End up with all that falling out. A little bit in hopper, not a lot, but just enough to mean I've got to pick some rubbish up when I've finished. So, Bin Man Jim, that's me. So what we're doing now is watching these bearings here. Make sure there's no play in them. Then when I get in the back I'll check them as well. On this side as well. Also checking these slide blocks up on the side, make sure they're all good, same as the white blocks there. So then what we'll do, we'll open these panels up here and we can see the other side of the packer. So what we'll do, we'll check them rams and make sure everything looks good in there. These are the rams that are sending the packer down now. Sweep blade's curling and then it's going back up again. So as I was showing you before, in the body we've got the proxy switch that tells it when the packer's at the top, and then we have a proxy switch here that tells it when the ram's at the bottom, so it knows where the sweep blade is all the time. Sometimes you enter a fault, it'll flag that one and the top one. I've had it before, there's been like a tin can or something stuck to that sensor, because it's like a magnet, and then you end up with a fault then where it doesn't know where it is. Right, so in the back, it's the other side of the ejector. So just check this ejector ram, make sure there's no oil leaks on it, nothing wrong with the ram or anything. But also it's ideal being it back here because you can also check all the valve blocks, make sure there's no hydraulic leaks on them, make sure there's no hydraulic leaks on the pipes, and then what we do, these runners here, we just oil them as well. So we just down some slide blocks along on the way. As you can see, it's a slide block there in the ejector. Yeah, so what I've got to do now, open the back door, make sure everything's right there, make sure it comes down to its meter safety zone, and then grease everything up, oil everything up, and that'll do for that one. See the sweep blades now doing its clearance cycle. That'll do. That's what we do now. Drop it down, and then it should come down to its 2 meter safety zone or 1 meter safety zone, whichever one it is. And then you've got to go to the back then, operate the buttons from the back. So to get that down now, you need to press both of the buttons at the same time. So what we've just done there now, tailgate shut, close that ram, pull the packer down, which in effect closes the rams on the side. And now what I'll do, I'll pull the ejector all the way to the front, and that's how we check the oil level on it. Right, so what we're doing now, check the tail door seal, still intact, and then check the packet, make sure there's no splits, no cracks or anything like that in it. Make sure that's all good. So check the slide blocks, make sure they're all alright, and then pick the rubbish up. So yeah, I'm going to do is just check along here with pivots, make sure there's no cracks in any of this. At the same time, we can check the hopper floor. Check the floor in the trunk, the back, everything looks to be okay today, I think. I thought that was a crack at first, but it's not, it's just where it's rusted and pitted. So yeah, right, let's get rubbish picked up.
There's a shitty train, I got no sun, there's only rain, I wanna crash and numb this pain. Nothing will last inside this lane. Oh, take me far away past these mediocre days, I need to stop.
Right, so that's done. As you can see, the bearing's nicely tucked grease, the other side's done the same. The top, everything else is on auto lube on this truck. See there, we've got grease coming through, bearing nicely there. So yeah, happy days. Now then, how are we all doing? So, yeah, that's another year done. It's my last day today, and back in the new year. Well, on call Boxing Day, and New Year's Day as well, so it's not too bad. Hopefully might get a bit of summer, bit of content there. So I'd just like to thank each and every one of you for watching, liking, subscribing, and all the rest of it. Your comments mean so much to me, you'd not believe it. So I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay safe, have a good one, spend time with your family and enjoy it, yeah? And I shall see you all in the new year, and we'll do it all again. So Merry Christmas everyone, and thanks for watching.